Hey guys, it's Bella. Welcome back to my channel. I literally just sat down right now and I'm outside and it's starting to rain. So, but I'm just feeling really called to, hello, this is the problem with filming outside. Like, I love this location, but today we've got a weird lighting going on. We've got some like glow happening on my face, so slay. Noises, we got airplanes, we got all this stuff happening. I may be finding a new filming location. I do love this one. Anyways, I am so excited for today's video. Do you hear my dog barking? We are going to be talking today all about why you need to stop entertaining small upsets and stop giving your precious life force energy and your power away to little things people do and say. Here comes the rain. Oh my gosh. Why it is so important to choose your peace and how to actually do that, how to actually let go and not be so attached to what other people do and say. I used to be someone who would really allow other people to influence and affect my mood. I could be in a super good mood, and if someone did something or said something that I didn't like, or I wanted a situation to happen and it didn't happen in that way, it would literally make me in a bad mood. And I used to think to myself, I used to feel so powerless and think, how do these people have so much power over me? And it was everyone, okay? It was friends, it was family members, it was people I liked. Finally hit me why that was. I was placing my sense of security and safety and my sense of okayness in other people. And if we try to place our sense of safety and security in the external world, especially in other people, because we can't control others, and if we become attached to what's in the outside, we will always suffer. Why is this? This is because everything on the outside is futile. It is always changing. True safety and true security is to be found within. Before we get into how to actually let go and what you need to remind yourself of, I first want to give you a little reminder here that our life force energy is our most precious resource. It is truly our currency. So you need to start waking up and remembering that, really living that truth. My energy is my currency. And if I'm giving it away to people who are putting me down, making me feel drained, then I will have none left to invest and pour into myself. So of course I'll be feeling low. And if I'm giving it away, I'm going to be in this low vibration and I'm never going to be able to call in what I want. And I'm guessing if you're watching this video right now, you do not want that to be you. No. The more we expend our energy to draining situations, to negative people, to things that aren't in alignment with where we want to go, the more we will actually attract that into our life. Because we're basically showing the universe, oh, I can't put up boundaries. I don't have enough self-love and self-respect to say no to the things that aren't in alignment with me. If we have all these things in our life that aren't in true alignment, there is no space for what's actually aligned for you to come in. Of course, I'm a big believer in what's meant to be will be. And we're also in this co-creation, right? So you gotta meet the universe halfway. What energy, what vibration, what are you putting out? If you keep attracting the same type of experiences and interactions with people in different fonts, maybe it's like different people, but it's the same patterns, it's triggering the same insecurities, that is inner work that needs to be done on your end. The universe won't just give you something, and that bug, do you guys see that? The universe won't just give you something entirely new if you haven't done the inner work, because why is this? Our beliefs, how we feel, our thoughts, all of this is getting reflected back to us. All right, now we're gonna talk about how to not give your power away to what other people are doing and saying. This is especially in relation to things that upset you, or bother you, annoy you, anything like that. How to actually let go of being so attached. very first thing, which is so important, and you guys, I forget this all the time and then remember it, and when I do, I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Things are not as personal as they seem. We think so much that everything is about us, right? We're the main character of our life, of course, but we think that if someone says something to us, if someone does something, it is all about us, and we take it so personally. We make a big story about it. It triggers our core beliefs about ourselves. We feel unworthy. Oh, now we're making it mean that. It is not personal. People treat you the way they treat themselves. And everything comes back to how they are thinking, how they are believing, what experiences they've had, and their internal world. How they are treating you, their words, attitudes, behaviors, it reflects back on what they are dealing with. And we're all going through something. That's why I'm such a big believer in bringing in compassion, right? You never know what someone is going through. First, you recognize that this is not personal, as hard as it may be to believe that sometimes, because trust me, I know what it feels like to feel like somebody is attacking you, goes right to your gut or your heart, and it feels like a knife. That is so mean. Why? But it is not personal. Next, you need to understand that anything you give to someone else, you give to yourself. So hate is not going to solve hate. It's not actually going to help you to try to bring that person down to bring yourself up, because that's a sense of fake power. It's very, very low vibrational to try to put someone else down to make yourself feel better. Say things like, oh, well, they weren't that great anyways, or they did this, and try to convince yourself all these reasons when you're actually a little bit upset. You got to acknowledge, like, I'm upset, and then remember that hate doesn't solve hate. The highest and best thing you can do right now is send them love and choose forgiveness. Choose to let go, choose to move on, and choose to do so silently. We don't need to make a big revenge plot. We don't need to get the person back. We don't need to make them regret anything. Do you realize how much energy that is giving to that person in that situation? It is so incredibly powerful and beautiful to seriously let go, send them love, move on silently, reclaim your power. Don't give all this energy away to the other person. Give yourself that love and the grace, simply recognizing this is not worth my energy. So after you've realized this is not personal, you felt your feelings, you've allowed yourself to feel upset, then realize that hate doesn't solve hate. I'm going to release the meaning I made of this. I'm going to send them love, send myself love, and now the next step to raise your self-worth. In this video, what we're gonna touch on is not ever proving your worth, not ever telling somebody your worth. And let me clarify what I mean by this. I'm not talking about a job interview when you go in and you need to explain why you're a good candidate for this. I'm talking about relationships here. If you're over here trying to tell someone, oh, I have such high self-worth, I value myself so much, like, you do this to me, I'm never gonna speak to you again, and all of this, like, I have such high worth, why is that giving fakeness, desperation, total misalignment? Like, I don't believe you. True worth just shows through how you carry yourself. It shows through the choices you make and the way that you think and feel. Also, you guys, just as a reminder, we are talking about small upsets, little things people do. I'm not talking about big things, okay? It's actually, a lot of times, it's actually the little things that throw us off and make us really out of alignment, and it's just the little things. It's like a little tiny thing someone did or said. Detach yourself from outcome, especially things that you cannot control. And can you control somebody else? No. The last step is to really give yourself the love, the approval, the recognition that you are seeking. Whatever you can't give yourself, you're gonna be seeking that in others. And in doing that, you're actually not going to receive it. Safety and security cannot lie in how others react, in what other people do and say, because let's say someone's having a really good day and they're feeling all good, so they give you a compliment, they give you love, and now you're super happy. Maybe the next day they're having a really bad day and you don't know that, and they're being all mean to you, and now that affected you. Think about a level like this, and now someone just gave you a compliment and you're super happy, you're all the way up here, and now someone was rude to you, so you're all the way down there. If you're able to swing like that due to how somebody else is acting, that is pointing to some inner work that you need to do on really finding that safety and security within and remaining more neutral. Of course, I never, ever, ever say you should deflect compliments, because that is the biggest way to say to the universe, don't give me abundance. Always receive a compliment, but also be aware to how much power you're giving that compliment, right? A beautiful result of being able to detach a little bit more is this acceptance. Accepting people for where they are in their journey. A lot of times, how somebody is treating you, it does reflect back on where they're at in their journey. We can't change people by trying to force them or pushing it on them. That actually makes them turn the other way. On the receiving end of that, it doesn't feel good. Best way to evoke change in someone is through acceptance and inspiration. Inspiring change and holding the highest vision for that change. Seeing that person in the highest light. Accepting them for who they are now, and also holding a higher vision of what they could possibly flourish into. Not to get that confused with holding on to potential. Important to really accept someone for how they are now, but also don't be like, well, they'll never get there. Don't close that possibility off. Be open in this beautiful expression of acceptance. Do not over-explain yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. I will never forget the first time I heard this. I was like, wow, oh my God. Only I wouldn't have given so much of my energy away trying to over-explain myself when that person has no interest in hearing me out. They're not going to change their mind. They don't even care to listen. What I'm saying is going in one ear, out the other. It is so exhausting to exert so much energy trying to explain yourself and prove yourself. This is why I have a little bit of a hot take here. Let go of the need of trying to prove that you are right. This is a complete trick of the ego. It's another way to try to put ourselves on this pedestal, this fake power to make ourselves feel better, while simultaneously bringing that other person down. We would rather feel better about ourselves that we'll spend so much energy proving that we are right, proving that the way we see something is right, than simply realize that everybody has their own perspective, and what's right and true for me may not be right and true for you, and that is okay. Acceptance, acceptance, acceptance. Sometimes you have to agree to disagree and simply choose your peace. Realize that people who are attacking and defending, they are looking for an attack. I'm sure you can think of an experience you've had where you have a conversation with someone and they are so set in the way that they're thinking and viewing something, they don't have any interest in really hearing you out. Oh my God, no way. I mean, I'm almost done here. If you've watched some of my other videos, you know that getting interrupted is a common theme that happens. The more we give our energy away to draining situations and trying to prove ourselves, trying to prove that we are right, when that person is just simply not willing to see your perspective or at least hold that space for you, the more you will be sucked into a low vibration and will simply feel exhausted. I'm going to leave you off with a few affirmations / statements that I love to say that really help me in situations like this. I am safe and secure on the inside, and I can rise up and deal with anything on the outside. May all that is less than love be released, and may it be released now. I say this all the time when I encounter people or just weird energies, their beliefs, like anything that I don't want. I literally envision a bubble and it bouncing off. We do not want to absorb things that don't feel in alignment and things that we don't want to believe ourselves. I am willing to let this go and choose peace. Spirit, God, universe, please help me let this go and remain in my peace. All right, so that is all for today's video. I really hope this helped you and allowed you to think about things in a different way. It is really so important to claim back our power, choose our peace, choose our energy, and focusing on up-leveling and raising our own vibration, because that is going to really determine and influence how much we're able to attract and call in our desires. And like I was saying, if we give our energy away to everyone else and we place so much power and energy and attachment onto other people, we will have none left to invest in ourselves, in our own vibration. Make sure to like this video and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel and be sure to sign up for my email list on my website, bellak.com. I've got some very exciting things in the works, so make sure you sign up there to stay up to date. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. I'm sending you so much love as always. Mwah.